The Land Registration Authority Strategic Performance Management System. The Strategic Performance Management System, or SPMS, is a mechanism that links employees' performance with organizational performance to enhance the performance orientation of the compensation system. It ensures that the employee achieves the objectives set by the organization, and the organization, on the other hand, achieves the objective that it has set as its strategic plan. There are three objectives of SPMS. First, to concretize the linkage of organizational performance with the Philippine Development Plan, agency strategic plan, and the organizational performance indicator framework. Second is to ensure organizational and development effectiveness by cascading institutional accountabilities to the various levels of the organization. Third is to link the performance management with other HR systems. The following are the basic elements of the SPMS, or the Strategic Performance Management Systems. Goals that are aligned to the agency's mandate and organizational priorities. Systems that is outputs, outcomes oriented. A team approach to performance management. Forms that are user friendly and shows alignment of individual and organizational goals. Information system that supports monitoring and evaluation. And finally, a communication plan. As to how it is being done, the SPMS, or the Strategic Performance Management System, follows a four-stage cycle. Performance planning and commitment. This is done prior to the performance period, preferably during the last quarter of the preceding year, where heads of the offices meet with the supervisor and staff and agree on the outputs that should be accomplished based on the goals and objectives of the organization. During this stage, success indicators are determined. Success indicators are considered performance level yardsticks, consisting of the performance measures and the performance targets. These shall be the basis for the office and the individual employee's preparation of their performance contract and rating form. Performance measures shall include any one or a combination of the following: quantity, effectiveness or quality, efficiency, and timeliness. As to the targets, it shall take into account any combination of or all of the following: historical data, benchmarking, client demand, OPS reference table, top management instructions, and future trends. Performance monitoring and coaching. During this stage, the performance of the offices and every individual shall be regularly monitored at various levels. The Office Performance Monitoring Journal, or the OPMJ, will be used to monitor the status of the achievement of targets and major outputs of a particular unit, division, or office. The Individual Performance Monitoring and Coaching Form, or the IPMCF, will be used to monitor the individual employees. Supervisors and coaches plays a critical role of this stage. Their focus is on critical function of managers and supervisors as coaches and mentors in order to provide an enabling environment and intervention to improve team performance, as well as manage and develop individual potentials. Performance evaluation shall be done semi-annually. However, if there is a need for a shorter or longer period, the minimum appraisal period is at least 90 calendar days, or 3 months, while the minimum is no longer than 1 calendar year. Performance review and evaluation. This phase aims to assess both office and individual employees' performance level based on performance targets and measures as approved in the office and individual performance commitment contract. Performance rewarding and development planning. Part of the individual employee's evaluation is the competency assessment vis-a-vis the competency requirements of the job. The results of the assessment shall be discussed by the department heads, division chiefs, and supervisors with the individual employee at the end of each rating period. The discussion shall focus on the strength competency related performance gaps and the opportunities to address these gaps, career path, and alternatives. The results of the competency assessment shall be treated independently of the performance rating of the employee. Appropriate developmental intervention shall be made available by the head of the office and the supervisors in coordination with the planning office and the human resource and development division. For individual performance, there shall be a 5-point rating scale, 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. Non-submission, unless justified and accepted by the performance management team, shall be a ground for employees' disqualification from performance-based personnel actions, which should require the rating for the given period, such as promotion, training, or scholarship grants and performance enhancement bonus. Non-submission of LRA SPMS to the Civil Service Commission for review and approval shall be a ground for disapproval of promotional appointments issued by concerned LRA officials. An administrative sanction for violation of reasonable office rules and regulations and simple neglect of duty for the supervisors or employees responsible for the delay or non-submission of the office and individual performance commitment and review report. Failure on the part of the head of office to comply with the required notices to their subordinates for their unsatisfactory or poor performance during the rating period shall be a ground for an administrative offense for neglect of duty. Office performance assessment, as discussed in the performance review conference, shall be final and not appealable. Any issue or appeal on the initial performance assessment of an office shall be discussed and decided during the performance review conference. Individual employees who feels aggrieved or dissatisfied with their final performance rating can file an appeal with the PMT within 10 days from the date of receipt of notice of their final performance evaluation rating from their head of office. The PMT shall decide on appeals within 1 month from receipt. The office, unit, or individual employee shall not be allowed to protest the performance rating of other office, unit, or co-employees. However, the ratings obtained by other offices, unit, or co-employees can be used as basis or reference for comparison in appealing one's office or individual performance rating. Officials or employees who are separated from the service on the basis of unsatisfactory or poor performance rating can appeal their separation to the CSE or its regional office within 15 days from receipt of the order or notice of separation.